Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and or good night. It's Ryan for SRQ PokeVets.
And I am Jacob, and we are back after a week break. It is just me and Ryan tonight because Steven is currently flying home from Indianapolis. Yeah, unfortunate. Did not make day 2. Neither did many of our friends. But we'll get to that regional later because that's a lot to talk
about.
Yeah. But we had a triple header of events this past weekend.
Triple header.
I thought it was just Indy, but no. We also had a regional in Brazil, the Joinville regional to be more specific, and then we also had a special event in Bilbao, Spain. So yeah, we're gonna go through top 8 for both of those, and then dive right into Indy. Sound good, Ryan?
Yeah, Bilbo Baggins, man.
Okay, well, we'll start with Joinville because there's only a top 16 deck lists for that.
Okay.
So going into Joinville regionals, this past weekend, 222 Masters, satisfying number, won by Pedro Pertusi. I can't say Portuguese. Thank you. With a very interesting list. I actually really like this. Arceus, Lucario V-Star, Hoopa. This is a very weird deck, but I am all for it. I mean, Pedro 9-1-1. I think only lost one game or one set throughout the entire weekend. Oh wait. So, scratch everything I just said. So, I'm reading Pedro's tweet with his results. One Joinville regionals with Arceus Lucario this weekend. We ended up not having a day 2. That is very unfortunate. I honestly wonder what happened, but that honestly sucks.
Huh.
I guess they just went straight into top and then went from there, which
they probably ended early enough that they were like, yeah, you guys want to do it like right here, right now?
I guess so. But I kind of want to go over. I know we said we're going to go through this quick, but I really like Pedro's list. It's really interesting to me. 4-2 line of Arceus, 2-2 line of everyone's favorite god, Bibarel, 2-1 line of Crobat VMAX, 1 Ziggy, 1 Pumpkaboo, 1 Manaphy, 1 Dunsparce, 1 Hoopa, and then a 2-2 line of the Lucario. I think this Lucario is going to be monstrous moving forward. I think it's going to be such a good deck. I cannot wait to build this deck. I am very excited. 4 Ultra Ball, 4 Quick Ball, 2 Incense. Let's see, this image is sideways for me, so forgive me. 1 Choice Belt, 1 Big Charm, 1 Air Balloon, 1 Scoop Up Net. I mean, you really need it for 1 card, really. 3 Marnie, 3 Boss, 2 Research, 1 Raihan, 4 Double Turbo, 4 Dark, 3 Fighting, and 3 Path to the Peak. What a freaking list. I mean, I mean, it does the same thing all Arceus decks do. You don't really need the Arceus ability past like the one turn you need it. Lucario and Hoopa hit the two biggest weaknesses in the game. Same with Crobat. It just looks super consistent. I actually kind of want to build this deck.
Yeah.
Now, if the Arceus could just keep dropping in price, that'd be fantastic, and I can actually build it. Yeah, I mean, I really like this list. I don't really have any notes on it because I think this list is pretty solid. Ryan, do you have anything?
No.
Yeah, I mean, good list. It won a regional for a reason. Beyond that, in Joinville, there aren't really much other decks worth talking about. I mean, Mew in second, Arceus and Teleon in third, Mew in fourth, Arceus Sylveon, good for Cookie, in fifth, Arceus Beedrill in sixth, Ice Rider in seventh. Ice Rider, I tell you, dude, Ice Rider's making a comeback. And then Mew rounding out the top 8. Nothing else really interesting, but beyond that in the top 16, EUIC champion Gustavo Wada did get 15th with Mew, so there's that. And that is all for Joinville, unless you want to go over something real quick, Ryan.
Nope.
Okay. Moving on to the special event in Bilbo back in Spain.
Yeah, Bilbo back.
Won by Alessandro Climascoli. That was probably Spanish and I said it Italian. With Whimsicott. Why Whimsicott actually won the event? Shut up. Whimsicott actually won an event. Holy shit. And guess what? Alessandro beat one of the best players in the world with the same deck that won EUIC a few weeks ago that beat Whimsicott, Tord Redcliffe, with my baby, Rapid Strike Urshifu.
Yay, Whimsicott.
Boo, Whimsicott, boo.
I can't really go over the list. There's no list, and Tord's still using the same list, so nothing really to
Not really, actually. It is a little different. The main differences for this is that there's the artillery line, which, I mean, can be useful. There's the Hoopa instead of the second Baby Moltres. There's the Medicham back. There's the one Water Energy, which I don't see Melanie in this list, so I don't know why it's in here. I guess if you want to attack with either the other Inteleon, I guess that's why.
For Aqua Bullet.
Yeah. But also, rest in peace, Tord submitted made a mistake on his deck list, so he had to play with a fourth instance of a second Ultra Ball. Rest in peace. But I mean, yeah, besides that, it's just the regular old list, very similar to my own, actually. But moving on, third, Yuji. If y'all thought I sucked at fucking English names, let alone, don't even try me with fucking Japanese or Korean. Yuji Fukuda with Arceus Dark, I'm just gonna call it that. Matteo Medesi in fourth with Mew. Lucas Calza, also with Arceus. More Arceus, more Mew. We did get Malamar deck in ninth. Benjamin Lagerkrantz, I'm assuming he's German. Yeah, scrolling down. Hey, we finally have a Dark Toolbox deck with a deck list, Ryan.
Ew. I just saw that.
Let's see.
Okay, so it's Arceus counterbox without Arceus.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what it is.
What is that Rowlet? I see that Rowlet in so many decks. I don't understand what the hell it does.
Rowlet?
Yeah.
Okay, so Rowlet, that's if you use Bird Keeper, it does 60 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's actually kind of broken. Damn. I'm actually digging the one water energy in a lot of these lists. I might have to start doing it in my own. But yeah, like you said, it's literally just counter dark box or Arceus counter box with no Arceus. Nothing really more to say.
Yeah.
Couple of Duraludon decks. Another Ice Rider later on. Ooh. Want to talk about 26? Fabian Poole. 26th place,
Yeah.
Fabian Poole, playing one of our close friends, Brandon, his baby for the longest time, Crab.
It's not really his baby though.
It's
This is
what the hell?
wow. This is very different. This is
What the hell? This is very weird. I mean, all the respect to Fabian because top 32 in a major event with this pile of cards.
yeah, just like how that Umbreon stall deck got 39th place, and I'm like, how the fuck did it get 39th? After
Well, again, remember that was made by the Mad Lad genius himself.
I know. I really like it, but I'm just like, how did it get 39th?
But I mean, looking at the list, okay, so obviously we have the normal like 4-4-2-1 Inteleon line, 3-2 Frostmoth, one of each of Crab, Suicune, and the Lapras. Excuse me. You'd think they'd add one more of each attacker, but I guess not.
Yeah.
The two Nessa, which is very interesting. The card I'm so bothered. Like I'm like, this card is actually genius in this deck is Agatha.
Yeah.
For those who do not know, and I don't blame you because no one fucking plays this card. Agatha, move 3 damage counters from one of your Pokemon to your opponents. And with Crab, you can just one-shot anything with that many.
Yep.
That's genius. I think we need to send that to Brandon because that is hilarious.
He probably plays Agatha, to be honest.
I would honestly be surprised if he didn't, if I'm being real with you. Also, I love the fact that I'm assuming that's Portuguese. The Portuguese translation for rare candy is Super Bonbon, and I love that. But yeah, I mean, this is such a weird list, but it's so interesting to me.
Yeah.
But beyond that, I mean, more of your same. Mew, more Ice Rider, more Rapid Strike Urshi, more Duraludon. Yeah.
Yep.
Nothing much else to say on that.
So let's jump into the big tournament.
Oh god, Indianapolis. Okay, so before we go into Indy, I would just like to say, remember when we were talking about Salt Lake and how big it was? Indy blew it out of the fucking water.
Yup.
1,117 Masters. I think that's an actual record. Because I've heard of that many players at a single event, but not that many Masters by themselves. That is mental to me. But
I mean, it's crazy to think that many Masters were attendance there,
dude.
But for
top 120, top 120 made day 2.
We're not going through 120 decks.
Well, of course not. We're gonna go through the full 120, but we're gonna do our normal thing. We're gonna talk about the cool stuff, okay?
But for Secaucus, we can only have fucking 10 Masters. Seems like.
Oh my god. You'll get in. Calm down.
No, I can't get in. I already canceled my trip.
Well, we can just root for Cookie and all them from home then.
Yeah, that's why I'm going to MegaCon with you.
Lord help me. Anyway,
so
Indianapolis, Ian Robb finally won his regional. After getting so close for like the last two near the states, he finally won. Good for Ian. Playing Arceus, Inteleon, Bird Box. I mean,
with the expensive energies.
Yes, with the with the very expensive energies. I mean, it's Arceus with. I mean, I don't really know as much else as no Dunsparce, which I think with it, he must be thinking with this deck, he's like, I'm not gonna run into Urshifu ever. I'm just gonna or he's so confident he's never gonna run into it that he's just like, nah, I don't need it.
Yeah.
So this man must have like the biggest chat energy to not even fucking bother with the Dunsparce.
Biggest chat energy.
Also, the Metacham is very interesting to me. I mean, like 2 double turbo. Hey, that's all it takes to take an extra turn with Metacham.
Yeah.
But going over the list real quick. 4-3-1-1 of Inteleon Line. 3-2 Arceus. 1 Metacham. 1 Zapdos. Excuse me. 1 Moltres V. 1 Hoopa. 2 Baby Moltres. A Manaphy. And a Galarian Ziggy. And then a bunch of trainers. 4 Quick Ball, 3 Level Ball, 2 Ultra Ball, 2 Incense, 2 Nets, 2 Energy Search, 2 Energy Switch, 1 Pal Pad, 1 Choice Belt, 1 Balloon, 2 Research, 2 Boss, 2 Clara, 1 Marnie, 1 Raihan, 1 Training Court, 6 Star, 2 Double Turbo, a single Fighting Energy, and a Tom Brady card as his V-Star marker. I hope you all heard that because I'm not repeating
it. Gross.
But, I mean...
The man that retires for 2 months says, ew, I don't want to be with my family, and decides to come out of retirement.
Pretty much. So, I mean, this deck just slaps. It is way too good. Honestly. Although, the only note I will say about this deck is I personally would like 1 more Fighting Energy. Because I saw Ian prize that card so many times, and me personally, with my luck, I would want to have at least 2 for my own mental sake.
So
like drop a quick ball. Drop a quick ball. Honestly, you have so much search with that deck. I think you can afford it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, congrats to Ian. He finally did it. All right. Moving on to second place, Isaiah Bradner playing Arceus, Inteleon, Beedrill. He is playing the Dunsparce in this deck.
I hate Beedrill.
I do too. Trust me, I do too, buddy.
But 4-3 line of Arceus, 4-3 line of Sobble, Drizzile, and then only 1 Inteleon Shady Dealings. But, I mean, really, that's all you need. But when I say that's all you need, and then you're only playing 2 scoop-up nets, that's kind of eh. But 1 Zigzagoon, 1 Dunsparce, and then 2 Beedrill. 2 Marnie, 2 Single Strike, Mustards, 2 Boss, 1 Research, 1 Ryan. I can't make out this other one.
That's a Sharon.
Yep, Sharon's Care. 4 Quick Ball, 3 Ultra Ball, 2 Level Ball, 2 Evo Incense, 2 Scoop Up, 1 Pal Pad, 1 Energy Surge, 1 Ordinary Rod, 1 Big Charm, 1 Choice Belt, 1 Air Balloon, 2 Training Court, 5 Grass, 3 Double Turbo, 1 Water, and 1 Capture Energy. I mean,
I mean, did you see the one Manaphy under his medal?
Yeah, I don't know if that counts.
Pretty sure it does. If it's on the mat, it counts. He's just being cheeky. But
Yeah.
I'm like, I mean, again, it's just the deck. I I don't know what else to say about this, honestly.
Yeah.
But again, another guy, Isaiah, like who's searching for his first regional win. He was so close. I'm personally rooting for him next regional. So let's see how he does. Moving on to third, Andrew Estrada. I cannot pull his list, but it's Mew, so I don't know. Oh, sweet. So take it away, Ryan.
His list is Mew. Yay, Oricorio's in it. So here's where it gets weird, though. So it's 4 Mew V, 2 Mew V Max, 4 Genesect, 2 Meloetta, 1 Oricorio, 2 Trainer's Court, 1 Rose Tower, 4 Ultra Ball, 4 Quick Ball, 4 Battle VIP Pass, 4 Cram Omatics, 4 Power Tablets, 3 Pokemon Catchers, 2 Switch, 2 Escape Rope, 1 Rotom Phone, 1 Fog Crystal, 1 Echoing Horn, 1 Choice Belt, 4 Fusion Strike Energy, 1 Double Turbo, 2 Psychic, 3 Elsa Sparkle, 2 Boss, 1 Marnie. Like,
what the hell?
Yeah. That's a really interesting Mew list. It's the first time I've ever seen someone use only 2 Mew VMAX.
One Rotom phone is very interesting to me. I mean, I'm sure I probably don't need much, but only one? Really? Interesting. But I mean, yeah. Moving on, Andrew Weiss with Arceus, Inteleon, and Galarian Moltres. 5th place, Michael Long, playing the exact same Mew list that Andrew played. 6th place, Tablemon, Pablo Mesa, playing Arceus and Inteleon. I actually did see his post earlier today. It's not much different from the Arceus deck that actually, from either Ian or Isaiah's decks. He does play the Collapse Stadium. He does play both Manaphy and Dunsparce. He does play Avery and Melanie. So this looks pretty consistent. Like this looks like your standard Arceus deck that we've been seeing the last few months.
Yeah.
Moving on to 7th, Francis McDonald. I don't really know what else to say. It's more Galarian Birds. Blah. And rounding out top 8, Joseph Perez with Mew. No Rapid Striker Shifus in the top 8. I am very sad.
But let's skip down to the 2 decks that we were talking about earlier.
Yes. So skipping through a little bit. 16th place and 17th place, Reno Escamilla and Kevin Kruger. Arceus, Corviknight VMAX, Bibarel, and Crobat VMAX. I did not stutter. Corviknight is meta. How? I thought it was just a meme with our friend Brandon, but we might want to show him this list and he might make some changes.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not his list. I can tell you that.
No,
it is definitely not his list. 4-2 of Arceus, 2-1 of Corviknight, 2-1 of Crobat, 1 Luminion V, 1-1 of Bibarel, 1 Hoopa V, 1 Zigzagoon, 1 Pumpkaboo, 3 Boss, 1 Avery, 1 Ryon, 4 Quick Ball, 4 Ultra Ball, 2 Choice Belt. I'm guessing that's 3 Escape Ropes.
That's No, that looks like 2 ropes and 1 switch.
2 ropes and 1 switch. 1 ordinary rod, 1 Evo incense, and 2 path. 4 double turbo, 4 metal, and 5 dark.
Also 4 research, 3 Marnie. Just so people don't get confused.
Oh, yeah, my bad. I missed those.
Yeah, but like this is quite the list.
Yeah.
So, for those who might be wondering, how the hell does this deck win? Corviknight is pretty much exclusively for Sylveon and for Whimsicott. Crobat, pretty self-explanatory, is for is for Mew or any psychic attacker for that most. Same with Hoopa. Hoopa's also for the fighting matchup. And Arceus just doesn't get hit for weakness for pretty much anything except for fighting. Also, our group chat is now blowing up because Carlin and Brandon just realized, crap! Anyway, but this is a really cheeky deck. I actually kind of like this. I'm not going to build it, but I think it's funny as hell.
But, yeah, I mean, it's interesting.
I thought you died for a second. I was about to say awkward silence is awkward. Anyway.
No, I was responding to Brandon.
Oh, nice.
Showing him the list.
Nice.
But I mean, it's more Arceus Beedrill, Galarian Birds. I mean, there's nothing really that poked out. The only one that really stands out to me was the one that we can't read a list for. Well, that I can't read a list for. Because wanted to see it.
All right. Well, we'll get to it soon, my friend. Real quick, I'm gonna go over 18th Piper Lapine with Arceus Malamar VMAX. Malamar VMAX has been like putting up some numbers recently.
Yeah.
First off, I would like to say, if y'all are posting your pictures on Twitter, stop doing it sideways. This is really uncomfortable to read. But
yeah, you can edit the photo before you upload. Like, you can click rotate.
Yeah, it
makes it the right way.
Yeah. Anyway. 4-2 Arceus, 2-2 Malamar, 1 Hoopa, 1 Moltres, 1 Lumineon, 1 Crobat, 1 Pumpkaboo, 3 Research, 3 Marnie, 2 Boss, 1 Birdkeeper, 1 Judge, which is funny. I actually really like that. 1 Piers, 4 Ultra Ball, 4 Quick Ball, 3 Switch, 2 Fans, 2 Incense, 2 Hyper Potions, because fuck you and all your damage. 7 Dark Energy, 4 Double Turbo, 2 Big Charm, 2 Cape, and 2 Path. So this is a really controlling list. This is a very controlling list.
You said 2 Cape, that's 1 Cape.
Oh, sorry. I meant 2 Charm, 1 Cape. My bad. This is a really big control list. Like, if the Judge wasn't enough, I would think the 2 Hyper Potion would give it away.
I don't know why people play Judge. Like, it's just... Why?
I mean, with like cards like Arceus and Crobat in the format where you can just draw after the fact and not fuck yourself over, I think it's not bad at all.
But here's the thing. When you play Judge, you're shuffling that person's hand back into the deck.
Right.
So technically, that person can get 4 out of however many of those cards. Let's just say that they had 4 cards. They could get the same 4 cards. But with Marnie, they're putting them on the bottom of the deck. They're not getting those same 4 cards. I mean, they can if they play multiple of them, but I mean, like, those exact 4 cards that you were just holding are going to be at the bottom of the deck. So you getting those same exact 4 off the top of your deck, that's something different. but you playing Judge, you're playing a very risky game of giving them the same cards. You're allowing them to shuffle their whole deck instead of allowing them to draw from their top of their deck. Like, if they're dead drawing and you're like, oh, Judge, okay, now you just allowed them to shuffle their deck, and now they're gonna probably like top deck Boss to beat you or something. I don't know. Judge to me isn't the play. Marnie is the play. Judge is not the tech or the card everyone thinks is so good. I don't know why everyone's trying to bring it back.
I mean, I think a one of it is okay. I don't think like anything beyond that. I agree, but I think one of is fine.
Well, I mean,
especially in a controlling kind of matchup, controlling kind of deck like it is.
Well, if you look at the I mean, it's just weird playing Marnie and a Judge. I mean,
fair.
Why are you going to play both? You might as well just play 4 Marnie. I mean, you might as well. You don't need a Judge. I mean, why? And plus, you're also limiting the size of your hand. So, I mean, why would you only want to draw 4? So, like, for instance, I need that energy for turn. Let me play Judge. Okay. Oh, the 5th card was the energy. I could have had game. Damn. Well, if you would have played Marnie, maybe that 5th card could have been in your hand.
All right. Well, I think that's pretty much all we can really say about Malamar. Moving on from that, it is a lot of just Arceus and Mew.
Yep.
Also, fun little fact I did not know about. Isaiah Chevelle said there are the same number of Arceus V-Star decks in the top 32 of INDY as there were Garbodor decks in top 32 of Seattle 2017.
Interesting.
Yep. Holy crap, that is a lot. Actually, so let me do the math real quick because these are all Arceus variants. These are not specifically Arceus decks. These are variants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 of 32. What the fuck? Hey, Ryan?
What?
Remember that text I sent you earlier today regarding Arceus?
Yeah.
So, I sent Ryan this text off live, or offline. But Arceus is the most powerful Pokemon we've gotten in a very long time, and the most versatile Pokemon we've gotten of all time. And I said verbatim, if I can pull up the chat, because we decided to meme when I said this earlier. Because people keep talking. Where is it? Here it is. I said, because you told me to bite my tongue about this. I think it's also safe to say that Arceus is a much more powerful and versatile card than Zoroark GX ever was. And I stand by that.
You want to fight?
Who's going to fight me? Ben? You?
All the peoples.
Fight me. Bring it on. I don't care. I stand by that. Zoroark had a lot of good results, and it deservedly so. It's a very good card. But it was never this oppressive. It was never this oppressive. And the thing is, I ain't even mad. I would much rather have Arceus than something like ADP or the before mentioned Garbodor in the format.
ADP, burn them.
Because at least Arceus at least Arceus enables so many other cards.
Yeah.
So as much as I say this is fucking ridiculous, it's still good for the format.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. The next kind of fun deck is 37th Harrison Birch. Arceus Lycanroc. Lycanroc is doing results again, which I find awesome.
But there's no list.
38th, Andrew Kennett with Malamar and Teleon. I still say fuck that deck. I'm so tired of it.
Same.
39th, Alex Morderson. Arceus, hey, Duraludon made an appearance. I think if it purely wasn't for the fact that Arceus runs so much basic energy, I think Duraludon should run through it, but it doesn't. But I actually like that deck. I think it can do well. 43rd, my baby. So 43rd was the highest placing an Urshifu deck made at Indy.
It's interesting that it has a 1/1 of Sylveon VMAX.
I know why it does, because it's purely for like I think it's for the mirror or any other fighting deck. But like, because with Sylveon, and I learned this because I'm playing with Cookie. For the mirror, you only need like 3 different types on the bench in order to kill an Urshifu. Because 70, 100, or 100, 160, 190. Yeah, you only need 3.
True.
And I honestly kind of like this list. Like, it's almost verbatim my list, except except with the Manaphy, the Snorlax, and the Ziggy. I like the Ziggy. I still don't like the Snorlax. I don't know why people are playing this card.
How do you not know why people are playing that card?
I mean, okay, I know why, but I don't like it in Urshifu. I never have. But again, this is actually almost verbatim my same list, except with the Sylveon. Because you got 2 Avery, even though I only run 1. 1 Clara, 1 Sonia, 1 Research, 1 Raihan, 1 Piers, 1 Cheryl, 1 Boss, 1 Belt, 1 Tower Waters, 3 Incense, 3 Quick Ball, 1 Ultra Ball, I like that, 4 Level, 3 Scoop Up Nets, 2 Search, 1 Rope, 1 Retrieval, 1 Pal Pad, 4 Dark, 3 Rapid Strike, 1 Fighting, and 1 Water. I actually really like this deck. Like, replace a few things, and you have my deck that I'm playing right now. I might have to borrow a Sylveon from Cookie to test this out.
Yeah.
Because this actually seems really spicy. I like this. Let me send a text in the group chat real quick.
The spice.
Anyway. But also, but yeah, reading. Also, I would like to say, this is 43rd. This is the highest Rapid Strike deck we saw in the entire tournament. But reading Twitter comments and notes from other players, it looked like Urshifu did not have as big of a turnout as people thought it would. So that makes me think people are not playing it nearly as much. Which makes me sad.
Well, it's probably like the whole, oh, everyone played Mew, so now everyone's playing Dark. Oh, everyone played Dark, now everyone's playing Fighting. Now everyone's playing everything. So it's just now a variety of stuff. I mean,
yes.
Granted, it's the same fucking decks over and over and over, but I mean, it's more of a variety. It's not just, okay, the top 50 are all Mews, and then, but
and yeah, and unfortunately, now we're getting to the point where some of these decks do not have lists, or even we don't even know what the fuck they're playing. But I think beyond that, the biggest deck that I know we wanted to talk about was what was it, 63? 64? 64. Austin Swain playing Charizard Entei. your baby, Ryan, but no list.
Austin Swain, if you're listening, I want to see your list. I want to see it. Because I want to know if you're playing Arceus. Because if you're not playing Arceus, I want to know how the fuck you got 64th.
The world may never know. But moving beyond that, I mean, hey, we see Gengar back in 75th. Somehow fucking Eternatus made day 2.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, what the fuck?
I mean, if Urshifu isn't very represented, I can honestly see how. Arceus Sylveon in 86th. A lot of Mews, more Arceus. Finnegan Lynch still playing that Suicune deck. That man refuses to play anything else.
Yep.
Inteleon VMAX made day 2. Huh, good for him.
Is it the Cheryl Inteleon, though?
Let's look. Yeah, post his deck.
It is.
Yeah. I would honestly be kind of concerned and surprised if it wasn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, hey, that's and a Sydney. Why is there a Sydney? Weird. This deck is strange. But I mean, that's it. That's Indy.
Yeah.
Oh my god, 1,000 fucking masters. Holy shit.
Yeah. But I mean, I do have a Charizard list that I do want to go over.
Is it Jose and Jeff's?
Yeah, it's Jeff's. But it's the same. It's the same as Jose's. I just gotta pull it up real quick. All right, so I've been talking a lot with Jose Marrero, one of the pro players that's here locally in Florida. I feel like I talked him into playing Charizard, but he's probably already had that in the chamber loaded, ready to go before I even brought it up to him. But yeah, he's had a list, and he's gone to a few events, or a couple of events with it, and topped with it. Unfortunately, he did not make day 2 in Indy with this list. He went 5-3-1, finished in top 256, which is still good.
Barely missed day 2, which sucks.
Yeah.
Same with Jeff.
Yeah, same with Jeff. But so this is straight from Jose's profile. His list is 3 Arceus V, 2 Arceus V Star, 3 Charizard V, 1 V Star, 2 V Max, 2 Bidoof, 2 Bibarel, sorry, 1 Crobat V, 1 Luminium V, 1 Manaphy, 2 Professor's Research, 2 Marnie, 2 Bosch, 1 Ryon, 4 Ultra Ball, 4 Quick Ball, 2 Evo Intense, 1 Switch, 1 Escape Rope, 1 Air Balloon, 2 Choice Belt, 1 Pal Pad, 1 Energy Switch, 4 Magma Basin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 Fire Energy, and 4 Double Turbo Energy. I would like to say, Jose, I knew you would put Manaphy in there. I knew it. I knew I would talk you into it. I knew you would put it in there. I just knew it.
Manaphy is good. Manaphy is very good.
He said, no, you don't need Manaphy. No, I knew you needed Manaphy. You need it. Rapid
To
Strike.
be fair, so did Jeff, and he also paid for it when he played against me.
Yeah. So.
By the way, I can confidently say I 2-0'd somebody that was on stream. Hi, Jeff. at another event.
Damn.
But I mean, yeah. Before before moving on from Indy and like getting into our normal talks about after regionals. Also, quick shout out to 93rd Jared Tobar playing Mew. As much as I don't like Mew, Jared is my boy. Played with him for several years at cool stuff in Waterford. Happy to see. I got to see him a few weeks ago. Happy to see him playing again. Happy to see him do well. So shout out, bro. Good to see. Happy he did well. Anyway, that is Indy. That is the end of our massive event schedule for this past week. Holy shit. So moving right along, I mean, I think we have a break from regionals, right? At least until Secaucus.
I think so, actually.
Major event schedule. Let's pull you up. Okay. Oh, god damn it.
No, next weekend. And then
No.
Secaucus, right?
Yeah, no, I'm saying god damn it because we have another triple regional weekend.
Next weekend?
No, Secaucus weekend. God damn it. We have New Jersey regional, we have Perth, and we have Lily. I'm assuming that's another EU and Brazilian like regional. Let me pull that up because I don't remember, and I still so many regionals, man. At this point we're not even a Pokemon podcast; we're just a recap events podcast.
Yeah.
I swear, I promise we're trying to diversify, but when there are so many fucking events that happen, we kind of have to go through stuff. Okay, let's look through this real quick. Yeah, so Lily is the France regional, and Perth is the Oceania regional. So yeah, we got 3 more to go.
So after Secaucus, then it's Canada.
Then it's Vancouver. Yep. I think it's the next week. Yeah, it is the next week.
Yeah, it's the weekend after. And then the weekend after that, it continues.
Yeah, this is going to be a very busy season for us. Hey, at least it means content.
But hopefully me and Steven are going to be at NAIC, so...
Depending on how the next few weeks go, I might join you too.
Well, if that happens, maybe we could actually do a podcast at NAIC.
That would be awesome, but it might be too loud.
No, like we could do.
Oh, in the hotel.
Yeah.
I would absolutely be down for that. So notes for later. Let's remind Steven because he's the best one to remember that. But yeah, that is Indianapolis, people. So moving forward into Secaucus. Ryan, I understand you're not able to go. Big sad, but I want your predictions on something. Do you think so? I know we said after Brisbane that no, Mew is everywhere, blah blah blah. But like, I think we've gotten to the point that now Arceus being everywhere might actually be a little bit of a concern.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna see Arceus everywhere. You're gonna see Mew everywhere. At this point, you're just gonna see multiple variants of every deck. But it's not like Brisbane. It's not like Salt Lake. It's not like all those other regionals. Out, it was just one type or one deck specifically. Mew overpowered Brisbane or Dark overpowered Salt Lake or whatever. You're gonna see more of a variety of everything like we've been seeing at all the regionals since then. But it's hard to sit there and say what's gonna win. For New Jersey, I mean, since it's not the what's the word I'm looking for? Not the vendor. No, like the people running it. The vendor.
Oh, the organizer?
the organizer. Yeah, it's not the organizer's fault for the cap at New Jersey. But I still think it's bullshit.
I know.
So the day it opened for signups, less than 7 minutes it signed up, or it completely sold out. I was like, okay, you know, that's understandable. I was driving over to the East Coast, and I got an error message when I tried it, and I got fucked out of it, and I messaged Top Cut Events, and they were like, well, we're gonna, if we have unsold tickets, we're gonna try to coordinate to where we sell the unsold tickets and transfer it all over to Masters. Well, that day finally came, and literally at 8 p.m. on May 4th, when they're like, all right, all the unsold tickets are going to go on sale at 8 p.m. May 4th. Literally clicked register, hit the checkbox, clicked register again, said, sorry, sold out. And I'm like, it's not even 8:01. Less than 60 seconds. That one ticket that they probably had left was sold out. And I was so pissed. So I just had to cancel my ticket to Secaucus, canceled my hotel, canceled my plane ticket, and I was going up there to see a friend as well, but what's the point of me going up there Thursday and Friday to hang out and test with everyone, but Saturday I'm sitting in the hotel by myself, basically, and Sunday I have to check out, and then I have nothing to do Sunday besides wait for everyone and then go sit at the airport until 8:30 p.m. I mean, that.
There's
So I
always your side events.
no.
Oh yeah,
You
you can't get to the
couldn't.
event because that's a stupid
Yeah,
reason.
there was no spectator passes. You could only get into the event if you were a player. You could not be a spectator. You could not do anything. The only way you were a spectator is if you were in there with a person that was playing under the age of 18.
Ah, lovely.
Yeah, it was great. But like I said, it's not Top Cut Events' fault. It's not. So if any of them are listening, I bear no grudge against them. It is the location's fault for having a hard cap and having such strict rules due to COVID. I mean, you got to do what you got to do, but I mean, with every place having over 1,000 people, and then all of a sudden it's like, nope, we got to have like 5 people, and that's it. It's 750, I believe, but anyway.
Yeah, let's ignore the fact that Indy just had 1,000.
Yeah.
Anyway, but before we sign off, let's do one more thing before we leave. Talking about Arceus bringing all these decks in, talking about Mew being here. Now, I think this is I know we talked about this being a triangle meta, which I think it still is, regardless. But not in the triangle that I think we thought. Obviously, Arceus, so normal technically, and Mew psychic, but not really dark like we thought. It was fighting still there.
Yeah.
This is such a weird meta. I don't know how to describe it. It's like every deck has a counter for every possible worst matchup.
Yeah, well, you say no dark, but it is dark. You got to remember
dark is like the headliner.
Galarian birds. I mean,
I guess
they're using dark energies and everything. I mean, it's a dark deck. Yeah, Arceus is the main thing, but they're using dark attackers mainly.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, it's not. Yeah, it's not Gengar. Yeah, it's not Eternatus. I mean, but
I mean, as
give
someone who
it 3 weeks, and I promise it. Dark is
oh
gonna be big.
oh dude, actually, since next week is or this upcoming weekend is Astral pre-release, we should
Well,
have the full set list. So hey, there's our episode for next week. It should be the Astral set review finally.
today started pre-releases.
Well, I stand by what I said. Next week should be the Astral the Astral set review finally.
You haven't seen the list? I was reading it yesterday.
No,
Oh,
I know it's fully out.
yeah. Well, I don't know if it's a quote unquote full list, but I was reading it. I was reading what's available.
See, I always like to wait until the full list is revealed. That way, there are no surprises because not everything from like the Japanese sets exactly gets into over
Yeah.
here. You know.
Well, I was trying to tell Jeff what Heatran did.
Oh,
I
nice.
couldn't. So I was like, oh, dude, putting that in Zard is going to be amazing.
Oh, you absolutely do.
Yeah.
But that's for that's for next week. I think we can definitely talk about it. Yeah, I think that I got nothing left. Do you got anything, Ryan?
Nope.
All right, I think it's time to move on to the cooldown. I do have something this week. If you haven't seen it yet, I do not listen to the reviews. Do not listen to your friends. See Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness. See it for yourself. It is a very I loved it. I saw it yesterday. I thought it was a very good movie. Did not go the way I expected it to, but I am not complaining. It is
Everyone dies.
You are not far off.
No, I haven't seen it. I was just trying to be a dick.
You are actually not very far off, and I will leave it at that. It
Damn.
is it is a very dark movie.
Spoilers.
Oh, shut up. But it is a very dark movie. Ryan, do you have anything?
So I did want to make an announcement. So this podcast is available on multiple platforms. If you are not aware of that, I'm gonna post it with every episode from now on, and I'm gonna start announcing it at the beginning of the episodes as well. It's available on iHeart Radio now, Spotify, Anchor, of course, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, PocketCasts, RadioPublic, and Amazon Music. Amazon Music is still pending as of tonight, but within 24 hours we should be on there. So that's pretty exciting. We're still getting some more out there. But yeah, it's pretty cool to be growing this as much as we are. I mean,
hell yeah.
I figured it was gonna be a couple episodes and be like, okay, I guess we're gonna quit this because it's not going anywhere. But yeah, we had a review on Apple Podcasts. Let me pull that up real quick.
If he's reading it on air live, it must be a good one. I'm hoping.
Well, it was a 5-star review.
Oh, hell yeah.
So 5-star review from Jake R108 on February 9th.
I promise that's not me. Wait, February?
Yeah, a long time ago. So I just read it last night. Said I enjoyed the previous episodes, but listening to someone complain about randomness while saying they play Victini with crushing hammers and Pokemon catchers don't want to play Flip Tails on catchers. Don't play the card. That wasn't me or anything.
Oh my god, you just fucking did your ass.
It goes on. It goes on. The game is random. You just sound incredibly salty and emotional after losing and want to blame the game instead of your play. I would have sent this in a message as feedback, but I couldn't find any other way to contact. Other than
Ooh.
that, the recent episode, I do like your podcast though, and we'll continue listening.
Oh my god, that's awesome! I love that. I already love this guy.
JCar, guess what? My luck with fucking Cramomatic, crushing hammers, and any other flips, yeah, it's always tails.
Oh, can confirm. Has played against him several times. It can confirm. Oh my god, that's so funny.
Always.
Oh my god. Okay. But hey, I mean, we actually, now I think about it, they do have ways to interact with us now, right? I mean, but like we have the Discord, and I'm pretty sure there's a few social media pages. You're the one that runs them, not me.
Yeah, I gotta work more on the social media pages. So we do have a Discord. It's called SRQ PokeVets Podcast. It's an open Discord. So if you're interested in finding it, just search us out. I mean, it's open. We're on Facebook, SRQ PokeVets. Just search us. I'm sure. I promise you'll find us.
Yep.
I'm on Instagram for SRQ PokeVets, AP_Raider. And I mean, I post a bunch of memes and shit, but
Can't confirm.
I have our link for our podcast in my description on in my Instagram. So, but
Post the Discord in the show notes, Ryan.
yes, Lieutenant Dan.
Anyway. Okay, first, while Ryan gave you his piece, Jacob R, if you're still listening, Jake R, sorry, if you're still listening, that was amazing. And I'm glad he made a comment about roasting you, and he hasn't roasted me yet. Although I feel like I'm opening myself up for that now. Because I do complain a lot about this on this show, just as much as you, maybe even more.
Yeah. I gotta go back and listen to that episode. Actually, I probably don't, because it's probably one of our 2-hour episodes.
Which one? Which rant?
The one that I was complaining about Victini. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, February 9th, I would imagine. Yeah, that probably was one of our 2-hour episodes. And I think about it.
Yeah.
God. Oh my god, that is too funny. Okay, I think that's a good way to end off for the night. So for next week, still gonna debate on what we're gonna do. Probably do a quick Astral Radiance set review, like go over the big cards so we haven't talked about before. More general Pokemon news. Hey, maybe even a tier list or two before Secaucus, because tier lists are always fun.
I do have a side note. I do want to say congratulations to you for getting a promotion. I know it's to be determined, but promotion from Butter Bar to Silver Bar is a big deal. You know,
Still Lieutenant Dan for the next 2 years.
Still Lieutenant Dan. But you know,
until I officially make captain, that name will never go away.
And then you're Captain Morgan, but
I am much more okay with that name.
Who's gonna complain with Captain Morgan? Then Major Payne, and then I got to think of something for Lieutenant Colonel.
I do have a story for Major Payne, actually.
But also with that promotion, before you get promoted, becoming a fucking commander of a unit, bro. Hell yeah.
Yeah, don't ask me how it happened, because even I don't know.
Yeah, well. This has been Ryan for SR Kits.
And this has